Lower abdominal fat, which often includes the deep visceral fat that surrounds your vital organs, can be tough to get rid of. Simply doing crunches and sit-ups will tone the underlying muscles, but those exercises are not effective for fat reduction. Let's talk about it today. Hey you guys, so today we're going to talk about that lower belly fat. So excessive belly fat is a predictor for heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and insulin resistance. So it's nothing to mess around with. If diet and exercise haven't done much to help kind of reduce that pooch, then it could be your hormones, it could be your age, it could be genetic factors. Maybe those are the reasons why you're kind of struggling with that. So let's talk about some tips today. Number one, we want to embrace a healthy whole food nutrition. So choosing unrefined fruits and vegetables and lean proteins are really the key. We really want to steer clear of those simple carbohydrates such as white breads, refined pastas, and sugary drinks, because all those are going to do is it's going to increase storing extra fat, and that is what we're going to try to get rid of, is getting rid of that extra fat. Number two, you need a calorie deficit to lose weight. So you need more calories. So let me rephrase that. You need to burn more calories than you're consuming. So if you burn 2,500 calories per day and you're only taking in 2,000, well, you've got to create that deficit of that 500 calories per day to start losing weight. So that's something to think about. Am I working in a caloric deficit every day? That's what's going to help you start dropping those pounds. Number three, you're stressed. I know it's hard not to be stressed nowadays with everything that happens in life, but the more stress you have, the higher your cortisol levels are going to be. And that has been linked to having more visceral fat, which is, for a lot of people, it's going to kind of show up in this area here. Number four, your workouts really aren't challenging enough. If you've been doing the same workout, you're kind of hit a plateau, you're in the gym and you're reading your book and you're thinking about whatever, and you're not really kind of doing the mind-body connection and really getting into it, that's really not going to help with your fat loss and your weight loss. So you really want to think about exercising to full intensity, because in the end goal, it's all about burning more calories. So last but not least, exercise. So your lower belly may also be pooching because of underdeveloped abdominal muscles. Maybe you're just not really working them very much. There's a lot of different reasons why your stomach could be pooching out. So posture can be another one. Maybe you're eating foods that maybe your gut just isn't agreeing with. There's just so many different reasons, but the main goal is always looking at our diet. What can I do to start dropping pounds every day? Making a change is really, in the long run, is what's going to help you out. So let's go through just a couple of different exercises that can help strengthen the area, because that's always a good thing. Because like I said, you can have a little, even some people who are slender can still have a pooch, because you have maybe those muscles aren't being engaged and they're not being worked. Okay, so the first one we're going to start with, and a lot of these are beginner, you can make these harder for intermediate. The first one we're going to do is a V-sit. So you're just going to sit on your butt with your hands behind you, and you're just going to bring your knees up and you're just going to kick out. So this is great because this is really targeting the lower area. You can do these anywhere. You can do these on your bed. You can do these at the office, really do these anywhere. So with this, you can do maybe 30 to 45 seconds of work, take a 15-second break, do 3 to 5 rounds. This is a great one to just kind of get things activated, kind of warm things up. All right, so once you've done that, I usually like to do all of my rounds together. I would take my 15-second break, and then I would go into my second round. I just think it keeps the muscle engaged a little bit longer. It really kind of works that same system of muscles before I move on to the next exercise. The next one is another really, really good one. It's a little bit tougher, a reverse crunch. You're just gonna lay on your back. You always wanna think about keeping the backs of your calves as close to the backs of your legs as possible. You're going to be pushing your hands down in the mat, and you just want to think about rolling your knees up to your face and then rolling down. Pulling up and rolling down. This is really all lower ab. So I'm just pulling and pushing my hands into the ground as I'm bringing my knees up towards my face. All right, 30 to 45 seconds, take your break, go on to the next one. Third one, scissors. Once again, we're on our back. You can put your hands under your butt to kind of help protect your lower back. You're just gonna raise up. If you have lower back issues, you wanna probably raise up a little bit higher. You can do scissors this way, just kicking your feet up and down, or you can go here, which is probably a little bit tougher. So whatever you feel, if you do have lower back issues, I would probably recommend here and just progressively lowering down a little bit more, because you want to try to keep these as low to the ground as you can to hit the lower abs. But those are really good, very targeted. Okay, next we're going to go into a slider knee tuck. So with these, if you have carpet, just grab some paper plates. I'm on a slick surface, I just grab some little hand towels. So what you're going to do is you're just going to put these under your feet. And the goal with this is really thinking about, so when I'm in my plank position, I want to think about my core pulling my feet close to the mat and pressing out. So I'm really focusing on just bringing my knees in by not just going here. I'm really thinking about engaging the lower core. I'm kind of rounding my shoulders and pressing back. And out. Really good. Last, mountain climbers. These you can do with or without these. I actually prefer using them here. So it's kind of the same idea, but we're getting a little bit more metabolic here. And this is where you're just going to drive your knees in. My shoulders are over my wrists. And I'm just really driving my legs, my knees forward. Whew. 45 seconds, 15 seconds of rest, 3 to 5 rounds. So these are all great exercises to engage those lower deep core stabilizers, all of those lower muscles that sometimes can be neglected. All right, so the truth is we know we have to get rid of the extra weight. We need to think about embracing a healthier diet. However you want to do that, however you want to look at your diet, we all know what the good foods are, we all know what the bad foods are. It's making those critical choices that are going to be good for you and your health and helping you lose weight, getting that caloric deficit, making sure we're taking in less calories than we're consuming per day, watching your stress levels. I know it's hard, but it makes a big difference. Make your workouts challenging. Push it, get in some cardiovascular workout 4 to 5 days a week, 30 minutes maximum or minimum, and getting your exercises in. Okay, you guys, I hope this was helpful. I know you can do this. Just take care of yourself, work out hard. Thanks for joining me today. Check out Athlean-XX4women.com, leave a comment, hit the like button, and I'll work out with you guys soon.